In a moment of peril, when my ranked games were awful and I was performing to the equivalent of a sentient pineapple, I looked for a guide. One that would take my skills on Magik from the mediocre, minuscule, worthless little baby boy that I was, to a grown man, like Big Daddy Kratos. A man who would make the backlines fear for what little time they have left. But when I looked up guides for Magik, I felt like I didn't get as much info as I was hoping. I felt like I was lacking somewhere, and just aimlessly looking from video to video. So that's the point of this video. I have learned the ways of Magik and I will pass my teachings on to you. But first, shout out to these people whose videos I watched and gather info using to make this mega guide. PickNRoll and KripThirteen. Now, let's start with a rundown on Magik's kits and things to keep in mind with it. The first thing that you have to keep in mind is that her passive is amazing. It converts 30% of the damage you've dealt into extra health and maxes out at 150 bonus health. This will make your survivability shoot through the roof, but don't forget you're still killable. You're just harder to kill. Onto her actual abilities, one of the most important ones you'll use for her combos and movement is her dash. This has a range of 17 meters, people say 16 but the footage I show you says 17, and will be used to close gaps and start combos. But if you're looking for a quick escape after diving in, you can use it to retreat if needed, or to move vertically around the map. Secondly is her Magic Slash. This ability will either be the first or last that you use in a combo. I prefer to charge it fully, hit the target, then dash in to combo them, but you can also use it during a normal combo to get that last bit of damage you need to secure a kill. Now let's talk about Magik's Stepping Disc. Timing the portal can make you invincible for a few frames to dodge an ult or damage. After jumping through, you get two options, a demon or a whirlwind. When should you use either of the two? Well, for the whirlwind, it can do a good amount of damage to a group of people and give you a lot of bonus health. You can also combo whirlwind with dash, allowing you to spin while moving, giving you both the hit of the whirlwind and dash, allowing for a quick execution of whoever you're hitting it with. The demon will be your best friend. It does a lot of constant damage in one area with a really good range, and all damage it does is also converted to bonus health. The demon will always spawn from the center of your body, aiming in the direction you're looking, so keep that in mind and place it properly, i.e. around doorways, behind or on a group of people, or on a single target to help you whittle their health down. With all these abilities comes one big thing to keep track of, and that is cooldown management. Using the area around you to shield yourself while your cooldowns are coming back, so you're not just standing in the open waiting to die. I would never pick a fight with someone if you don't have at least Stepping Disc and Dash, because Magik without her abilities is basically just a walking child with a big stick. A walking dark child? Magik Ultimate is just an upgrade of her kit. But some helpful facts to keep in mind about the Ultimate is that it refreshes all of her abilities. But I wouldn't use it in the middle of an enemy team because the startup and end of the Ultimate takes a few seconds. If I were to pick times to use it, it's when you're in a safer area with one of two goals in mind. Either to force out the enemy team's support ult, or when you know they don't have their ult. Next we have specific combos. Combos are a really important part of how you play Magik, although in my opinion a lot of combos just depend on you. The first combo I will bring up is my most used combo. This is Stepping Disc into Whirlwind, fling yourself at your target with dash, normal swing, and animation cancel with a quick melee. For any character who has more than 250 health, you'll end or start the combo with a Magic Slash. You can most typically swap out any of these moves in any order you like. Let's say swing, dash, swing, Magic Slash, then quick melee. This still works, and again, it's just dependent on what you like doing the most and what situation you're in. Another important tip to keep in mind, if you feel like you're not hitting dashes as often as you should be, aim slightly to the right of the opponent. Due to the third person point of view, the hitbox is different than in most games. Now let's talk about Magik's main playstyles, and in my opinion there are two. Which one you'll use is dependent on your team, your opponent's team, and what situation you're in. There's the flank playstyle, which is what Magik is most used for. First, you need to know the map's layout and where health packs are. If you're flanking, typically your strategist won't be able to heal you, so knowing where the health packs are could mean life or death. Secondly, you want to know where all the good flanking spots are. Spend some time in quick play looking around the map and testing spots. Remember though, timing is really important to make sure you secure a kill, so strike when their team is most distracted or pressured, and aim to attack the people that will most benefit your team. Imagine you see a tank at half health and a support trying to heal them. In that circumstance, I go for the support, because that will make the support have to choose their life or the tank's. Most people will want their life more, meaning your team can take out the tank while you finish the support. Another example would be 5 of the enemies are grouped together, both tanks and supports, and a single DPS. The other DPS is off on high ground shooting at your team. The DPS on high ground should be your target. Even if you don't kill them, if you can force them to reposition, that benefits your team. The second playstyle is a soft tank. In my opinion, you will mainly use this to build up bonus health, so you can survive when you do go into the backlines or take on those single one-on-one fights. But if you are sitting there soft tanking for a good while, remember to keep moving and dealing damage to be as much of a nuisance as possible. A disrupted team is a team easier to take out. This is going to be the end of this video. As the title said, this was a quick and easy guide on Magik. If you feel like I left anything out or have any recommendations, leave them in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check them out. Anyways, that's the end of that. Bye bye!